Nathan MacArthur meet some time for Cowboy Boy.
He should be building mech warriors.
That's what I'm saying.
Why are you, as a rich person, not building giant mech warrior?
Dude, if I was George Soros, I would build Celestial Being.
What's that?
It's a Gundam thing where they build like 7 war robots that are so powerful that they're going to destroy every army on Earth so there can be no war. So it's the idea is if you can use war to stop war.
War to stop war.
Yeah, so like if one force that was benevolent and not attached to any country but could kill everybody if they decide to start a war, is that morally right?
You're just talking about Metal Gear Solid 5.
Is that what Metal Gear Solid 5 is?
Metal Gear Solid 2 through 2, 4, 5, and parts of 3. Welcome to Cowboy Boys Podcast, episode 197, 198, 196, one of those. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're just talking about a private military that is so powerful that it does not fall under the jurisdiction of any laws.
Yeah, in this case though, it would just be a couple guys. They're not even a private military.
Yeah,
they're literally just 5 guys that have machines of war so powerful they can annihilate all countries everywhere.
You need to play Metal Gear.
Apparently.
I don't know. It's a big blind spot on your entire
I
media
guess,
consumption.
but no one uses a Metal Gear in Metal Gear.
What?
Are the Metal Gears not supposed to be so powerful that they destroy whole nations?
What are you talking? You need to, I can't even tell you.
What country gets destroyed?
Oh, a bunch of countries, secret countries that you didn't even know existed.
Oh, okay, secret countries.
That's how deep the lore goes. You're like, do you know about this country? I'm like, I've never heard of that country. It's like, this country didn't even exist until 30 minutes ago, and now it's gone forever. You're like, I just learned about it. That's how I love conspiratorial.
Celestial Being is there's 3 main spheres of info. Like there's
This
a
is
Western,
Gundam.
there's a Western and South American, there's a European, and then there's an everyone else, and then Celestial Being shows up and they're like, hey, if any single one of you attack another one, if any single one of you do anything, if you even fire a gun, a Gundam is going to show up and fucking kill everybody.
Sounds like
and
America.
then they test them and then they do kill everybody a whole bunch of times.
Like America. We're like, no one's allowed to go to war except for us. Only we're allowed to do war.
Dude, I wish that was what we did.
That's what we're doing.
No.
We have UFO Gundams ready to go.
I wish we did. If we had UFO Gundams, why do we keep getting beat by guys in pajamas?
We can't unleash the Gundams because a guy in a pajama, some guy in the Middle East is like, you want to just release our top secret super weapon because
that's what
the
you
one
do.
guy was
Then
no.
you release it, and then everyone goes, "Oh fuck, we can't fight wars anymore."
No.
But no. Instead, we're like, "No, do war. It's fine. We don't have a secret Gundam." And you know what you are? You're the guy who saves his limit break in Final Fantasy because you're like just for the right time, and then you beat the boss and you have a limit break, and you're like, "Oh fuck, I didn't use my special move."
And you feel good when you beat him without using your
no,
limit break.
dude, that's
you know what
fucking,
you are?
That's terrible.
You're the kid in the trailer park who uses a shotgun to kill a spider.
Yes, I literally have done that
I
in
know.
my own home.
And everyone's just like, what the fuck, man?
Well,
Why
yeah,
did you
people
do
were
that?
pretty mad. People
Why?
were pretty
You
mad.
could have just used the newspaper.
Nah, dude, I'm not going near him. Fuck him. Vaporized.
No, and then when an intruder comes in, you're like, oh shit, I wish I would have saved that.
No way. I'll be like, hey, dude, you have 4 legs, or you only have 2 legs. Cool with me. If an intruder comes and he has 4 legs, I will wish I could shoot him.
Welcome back to New York City. You were gone.
I was
Surfing again.
I was.
You're like you take like 2 weeks off and then you come back and podcast for a week and then go on vacation for 2 weeks.
I wish they were just vacations, but yeah.
Yeah, I bet. You hate surfing.
Yeah, I hate surfing. The one vacation I did take was Puerto Rico. That rocked. I guess Australia is technically a vacation, but it was like such a fucking a task, such a fucking adventure.
A bad vacation is still a vacation.
I think there's a difference between a vacation and like a going to do something. If you're like, oh, I'm going to go climb a mountain, do you think that's a vacation or do you think that's like a task? just because I love it, I'm not saying I'm not having a good time. I'm just saying there's a difference between going somewhere to accomplish a goal and going somewhere to relax. In my mind, vacation is like, I feel good. Like I feel fulfilled by surfing, but often I don't feel good. I feel destroyed or tired or beat up or whatever.
You don't feel good when you feel fulfilled.
Yeah. Feeling it's like type 2 or type 3 fun.
What are the types of fun?
Type 1 fun is like jacking off or coming. It's like, this is great. Or video games. There's no downside. Immediate gratification.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you're right. There's downside. When you do video games like you do, when you do Zelda for 150 hours in 2 days somehow, then yeah.
I have been playing a lot of Zelda.
It's crazy. So video games is like type 1 fun. Type 2 fun is fun that's like, it's like a workout. It's hard.
Would eating a hamburger be type 1 fun?
Yes. So doing a workout, a type 2 fun would be like a really hard workout where you're like, I enjoy this.
That's
but it's difficult. I'm struggling.
So jacking off for you is type 1 fun. Jacking off for me is type 2 fun.
Yeah. Where you're like, woo! I'm really putting in a lot of work.
Put those reps.
I feel it's rewarding. And even though it's very challenging at times, it's still very nice.
Okay.
I would say most of my surfing is type 2 fun. But things like going to Australia to surf and picking specific types of waves.
What is type 3 fun? Is that like getting revenge on your father's slayer?
Yeah. Type 3,
I fucking hate everything.
Type 3
it's like
fun.
Type 3 getting a divorce. Just
Type 3 fun is incredibly difficult, incredibly tough, and maybe at no point during are you actively happy. You're in fight or flight. It's like climbing Everest or something. You're like, fuck, this fucking sucks. I'm dying, but you're determined to do it. And then afterwards, it's fun.
Sorry, I spoke too soon. Type 3 fun is me jacking off.
It's type 3. So that's the difference. So Australia, most of it was type 3, where I was putting myself in very specific situations where I wanted to test myself, and I was head on a swivel constantly. Fucking, where am I? Who are you? What's going on? It was incredibly fulfilling, and I would never take it back. It was so fun. It made me a better surfer and a better person. It made me have better ocean craft. I feel good about it. But it was at the time like sleeping in a car, sore every fucking day, so scared of some of the place, like literally just standing on the beach looking at it, being like, okay, let's fucking go. You can do this. Like, you know, it's type 3 fun, a little bit of type 3 fun.
Do you ever have so much fun you start getting scared?
Yes. What's gonna happen next?
Oh my God.
A lot of the times when I'm having sex, if I'm on top and I'm looking straight down, I'll be like, oh, hold on. I'll have to look around to make sure I'm safe. What? I don't trust her to look out for us because she's on lookout. If there's an intruder or an attacker or something, what if there's a ninja on the wall?
So the way you have sex is like how a dog shits.
Yes. I need you to be there to watch out for me, but you'll be a creep about it.
You need a guy who's sitting in the cuck chair to be like, no, you guys are safe.
Yeah. I'm looking over at my owner like, is this okay?
By the way, my aunt was messaging me. She's like, I really love the podcast. And I'm just like, I have to think about that every single time. I was like, please don't tell me that. She's like, no, me and my daughter listen. I'm like, oh
fuck.
I have like
Dios mío.
I have like 40 cousins. And then I have like 10. I have like 9 aunts and uncles on my dad's side alone, and so 40 cousins on one side of the family. Jeez. The other sides all speak Spanish, so I don't have to worry about them too much. But I'm also having like people. I've had like 2 different girls from my high school follow me on Instagram this week, so I'm just like, oh great, everyone from my family and high school are just being like, so there I was jacking off again in my small New York apartment. They're just listening to me. And you have to either go one of 2 ways, where you're like, I'm just gonna keep talking about jacking off and having the picture of my aunt with her driving the car and be like, oh, Mac, how's the podcast?
It's so funny. I'm pretty sure my mom listens to some episodes, and I'm like, why would you do that? It's fucked up. People from my high school listen too. And I wasn't even that good of friends with some people in my high school, so I'm like blown away that they listen. Though, hey, thank you so much. I appreciate you. One of you, I'm quite pleased that you listen. I think it's very cool.
Only one?
Only one. It's up to them. They'll know in their heart if it's them. But yeah, dude.
Yeah, so ease off with all the sex talk.
I'm sorry.
For my Mormon aunt's sake.
Dude, what do you want to talk about? The Angel Moroni? What's he up to, do you think?
I already talked about him.
What's another angel?
I don't care.
I thought you were going to say like my ex or something.
Oh, yeah. So, you've returned.
I've returned.
You're better at surfing now?
I'm much better at surfing, but I'm still not good, but I'm much better. I have a ways to go. I did get barreled, which is exciting.
Yes.
It's very exciting, yeah.
Barreled is when you get in inside of a barrel?
Barreled is Donkey Kong style. I get in and then it's when you're on the board and you're riding the wave and then the wave curls over you so you're inside of the wave.
The wave is hugging you.
The wave is hugging me. It's giving me like a nice hug. Except for the wave hugging you, it could go disastrously wrong because if you fall in the barrel, you're going to get rolled, which means the wave is going to pick you up and you're going to go over the falls, which is when a wave like picks you up WWE style and just fucking slams you down to kill you. Mac has left the podcast. So now it's just me, like it's always supposed to have been. And now we will talk about history. Oh, he's back. What happened?
Did a favor for you.
Oh, nice. Fucking cat got out. Goddamn little monster, dude.
I don't want to say anything.
It's okay. We can talk about cats. In any case, I forgot what we were talking about. I got barreled. The wave kills you. WWE slams you. That's it. I got really slammed. I saw a car get flooded. When we were at the beach, the fucking tide came in and they weren't expecting it because there was a huge swell. And while we were surfing, we were like, oh man, the waves are so fucking big. And then my friend Stuart was like, oh man, it feels like these are like 8 or 10 feet. And I was like, yeah, but that's like the maximum limit of what I've ever surfed. Like 10 feet is fucking crazy. And I surfed a couple more waves and I was like, Jesus, these feel fucking huge. Like I'm dropping in. It's nuts. And then we left. We got out of the water and I was like, oh man, these have to be pretty big. And as we were walking out, we realized that the water had come over the beach into the parking lot. And there's one part of the parking lot that's like recessed. And then someone's Toyota was just floating in the water. It was fucking gnarly.
Is the parking lot like it has asphalt?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then like we both had SUVs. So our shit was good. Like it was barely tall enough that we could get in and move them without getting into the water. But that person's Toyota Corolla or whatever just completely fucked.
Was it? So it was just a super tide or like?
Yeah. Just the swell was so big. The waves were so big out of nowhere in the weird, because they shouldn't be that big right now.
Right.
Spring to summer is small wave time. Fall to winter is big wave time.
You were riding baby waves.
Yeah.
They're the biggest waves ever.
They were fucking huge for this time of year, and they came in and they fucking destroyed this parking lot and a bunch of people's houses.
That's sick.
Yeah, dude, we saw it. There were a lot of bummed out people. We were just
Did
like,
a house
whoa.
fall into the water or like?
No, it's like these apartments that are along the beach, and normally during the winter and stuff, they build like sandbag embankments to keep the tide from flooding them.
Why don't people just build concrete homes on the beach?
Well, they have them, but they have like basements. I'm like, why do you have that near the beach? What are you doing?
I mean,
but whatever. I mean, I don't know.
It's pretty nice until it's not.
Live on the second floor and you're good to go.
Yeah. What? That's one of those things where it's
you got to pay to play.
Yeah, it's cool until it's not. And then you're like, oh no, all my $1 million house. I guess I got to build another.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is like every single place has its downsides. If you live right next to the beach, it's perfect. It's beautiful. You wake up to waves. Like I can't imagine a better life, but also you can get flooded sometimes if you're not on stilts or some shit.
So did anyone die?
No one died. I did see a guy get fucking demolished. It was really cold. And the water's really cold because the swell comes from up north, like near Alaska. The water was like especially cold. We're there, and it's like 60 degrees in California. It's not even nice.
So you're saying the temperature of the water comes down?
The temperature of the water is colder than it is here by a lot. in California.
East
And the
Coast.
temperature of the water came down even more. Then the temperature of the outside was like only 60 degrees. It's warmer here than it was in California, which is so funny. So California is cold as fuck, and it's like windy, so it's freezing. We're putting on our wetsuits like, oh, it's fucking cold. Some fucking crazy ass like Mexican dad puts on his swim trunks as his family's at the beach.
Mexican daddy's probably wearing boots and jeans. Just washed out jeans while he's surfing.
Fully just gets into his like, I guess, underwear or like board shorts that were under his pants, runs out into the water.
Well, for a Latino, swimsuit is underwear half the time. It's just whatever you're gifted.
I did get into my underwear to jump into a reservoir in California off of a bridge, so I feel like my Latino card is good.
A reservoir? That's people's water.
Or no, not a reservoir. What am I thinking? It's a channel where like boats go. Fuck. Canal. Thank you so much. Anyway, he went in and we were just like, oh, this fucking guy is awesome. And he swims out, and then we realized he was like swimming out to the wave, and then we realized, oh, this guy's gonna try to body surf, and like one wave comes and he misses it, and then this like rogue freak fucking like I'm talking about like
a rogue wave
as it's coming, you know, when there's a wave near the pier but it's just like hitting the pier and like water's just like fucking blasting off of every pylon. Like he's near the pier and this gigantic wave is coming, and instead of like going underwater or just chickening out or something, he decided to catch it at the worst possible second. As it's like its most powerful, he jumps into it and it just picked him up and fucking slammed him into that. We literally were like, he's dead, we have to go rescue him. But he just got up like nothing happened. But his whole family was like, ah, like screaming. Anyway, he walked out and he was just fine. I was like, dude, this guy's so lucky he didn't break his neck. So fucking lucky.
I've never seen a Latino man get injured from falling. Have you?
Okay, hold on now. Are we on to something?
I'm not on to something. That's just what we know. I know this.
How? What?
They're impervious to falling.
Oh, no. I've seen Latino skaters fall.
Yeah, that's different. They're not.
Oh, okay.
A skateboarder body is a certain type of lanky body.
Okay.
I'm saying the Mexican body.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about like a. Okay, yeah.
I'm saying a Mexican man, which is the peak Latino body. That's in its purest form. A stout. They're the dwarves.
It's true.
When it comes to fantasy, like
they're incredibly stout.
When it comes to elves and orcs, and Mexicans are the dwarves of Earth.
Okay.
And so they're just wow, you can throw them, you can do whatever. They'll bounce off anything. They're impervious to falling damage.
I like that. I like that you didn't go dwarves are the dwarves of Earth. You went Mexicans are the dwarves.
What do you mean
Earth.
dwarves are the dwarves?
Little people.
You mean midgets?
Whatever. I said two things. You said one thing. I'm scared, so I won't say it.
Well, you're scared of what?
I'm not scared of getting canceled.
Are you scared of little people?
Getting canceled. I'm scared of them coming for me. Yeah,
are you scared of little people? Like
I think you could get got.
Dude, like gnomes? Are you scared of like gnomes and little people?
Dude, imagine if a little person stabbed you up. People would remember you for the rest of your life as the guy that got murked by a little dude.
I don't see little people. I see people. They're all just people to me.
Oh fuck!
I don't like classifying people into heights. Big people, little people.
It is weird to do. It is weird that we do that.
It is weird.
It's fucking. I mean, listen. Do you know what I'm gonna say? Something controversial. I think it's women's fault.
Okay, you think they didn't like the terminal?
Yeah. No, they're because we were just like, oh, it's just a guy. He's just really short. And we just kept it pushing. But they were like, no, that's a different type of guy because he's so small. And you're like, all right, Jesus, why are you obsessed with height so much?
Have you seen the dwarves on Instagram Reels lately?
No, are you? What?
Dude, I'm starting to see. I think they're like the technology, though, especially for women. I think because Ozempic is like a big thing right now, and I think every single fitness girl is like on Anavar. Is that what it is? Anavar, and so the
fitness girls are on Anavar for sure.
Because have you seen like every single every single like fitness girl is just like, oh, you're the hottest girl ever, and you have an 8-pack, and you look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but are still feminine.
It's the lean beef race.
Yeah,
everyone wants to be Patty, dude. Everyone's trying to be lean beef Patty now that she popularized that aesthetic. And here's the thing. That aesthetic comes from 5+ years of hard fucking labor.
I think a lady could do it in 2 years with Anavar.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. The girls take Anavar and they're like, I'm in it. I've got it. I'm good to go.
But I'm starting to see a lot of super sexy midget ladies. Like not because back in like the 80s and 90s, it was just like you would see a dwarf.
You were attracted to them?
I'm saying if you saw them, you would be like, oh, no question. Because that's always been like a weird, like, all right, get your dwarf porn and whatever weird ideas out of here. Like, you're a fucking freak if that's what you're searching out for.
Oh, any guy that's into a thing, bad.
What do you mean?
If it's offered to you and you take it, that's normal.
No,
if you're a guy and you're into something, that's fucked up and you should stop. Ugh, gross. You're a dude. Don't be into stuff.
So I think I've been seeing like swimsuit Sports Illustrated swimsuit models, like hot women, but they're also little women. They're just tiny dwarf ladies, but they have like 6-packs and they're all proportional and they're super in shape, but they're the dwarves.
Are you sure you're not getting got by AI or something?
I'm seeing Down syndrome girls. I'm saying everyone, like, the sexy technology is just getting crazier. I think everyone is like figuring out. I think we're eating better. Humans are eating better than we ever have before.
It's true.
I think we know what is making us fat. I think like all of health technology is getting so good. We're starting to see people like, oh, this is how like what a person would look like if they didn't, because they weren't like poisoned for the first 18 years of their life and then figured out stuff. I think John Cena was like one of the first people who, have you ever seen pictures of him when he's like 18?
Yeah.
Where he's just like, he's kind of like
a grown-ass man, dude.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
just fucking jacked.
And so I think we're starting to see a lot of people are like, oh, if I just raise my kid and then get him to 12. Because before you're like, I gotta get you to like, you have to be alive to, I don't know, to like 20, and then you kind of figure stuff out. And someone in the 30s, like, I think I'm gonna get into weightlifting. We're starting to see so many people just be like, no, I'm 8 years old and I know what I want to do with my life, and I'm gonna start working out and get sexy now. Anyways, I've just been seeing some of the most sexy short dwarven ladies. All Can I say dwarven? Is that? I
don't know. I have no fucking idea. I wish I knew. Dude, the only person I've ever known who was a little person is Puff the Magic Dragon.
Who's that?
The comic.
No, he's not a little person.
What?
He's like just a short guy.
No, he's a little person.
How tall is he?
Dude, his nickname is Puff the Magic Dragon,
That
dog.
doesn't mean anything.
It means everything. Look him up.
I did. I saw him on TV back in the day.
He's a little person.
I thought he was just like 5'5".
No, 5'5". What are you talking about?
What's his name?
Puff the Magic Dragon.
No, that's the song.
Okay, you're right. I could be wrong on that one.
Is he a magician or a comedian?
I don't know. Puff the Magic Dragon comic. Oh no, this is okay. So maybe I was wrong on the name.
I think you've been puffing on some Magic Dragon. I'm like, what are you
Piff
talking?
the Magic Dragon, dude. That motherfucker is a little person.
No, he's not.
He is.
He's a normal guy with a costume.
He is. He's a normal guy.
I'm looking at a picture of him.
Fuck, I just looked it up too. I think he's regular. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, what are you I'm like, what are you talking about?
Oh, fuck, dude. My bad, everybody. I thought he was a little person for some reason. No, dude, he's
my close personal friend.
I didn't say he was my close personal friend. I was going to say I met him once.
Yeah.
Where's Pip the Dragon now? He's at the Flamingo showroom if anyone wants to see. Let's see if he has his height on his Wikipedia. It does not. Oh, dude. I swear to God, I thought he was little. He's got to be so short, though.
No, he's normal.
Dude, fuck, man. Well, I don't know why I remember him as a little person. Why does he dress like that? Why is his name Biff?
I'll tell you why he dresses like that. Can't have a normal act.
Well, especially, he's a white dude. He's doing anything to make it on America's Got Talent.
Anyone who Any comic who needs like a whole thing, they have to bring up an ensemble. The only comic I give any pass to is Carrot Top. He's actually funny.
Yeah, props are fine. It's just jokes. As long as they're jokes.
Nah, they're not fine. You're a bad person if you have props on stage.
On stage, I guess.
I even like draw a hard line at water bottle and stool. That's like too much. It's a stretch. Yeah, he's like normal size. I don't know who you're talking about.
How high is 1.7 meters?
Is that what you're thinking? You're like 1.7 meters would be 5 foot, because a meter is 3 feet. So that'd be 5 foot. I guess
He's 5'6"? Yo.
I was spot on.
Yo.
I was an inch off.
Mac, you were right, and I'm very sorry. I literally have met the man. I've remembered him as a dwarf. It's because of the costume, dude. Wow. Here's the thing. I don't remember anything about his act. I'll be real. Oh, why is your name Piff if you're regular?
What do you mean? What does Piff mean to you?
What does it mean to you?
You're the same. No, you just said, why is his name Piff if you're regular? That's insinuating that Piff to you means it's not regular.
It's not. He fucking is Piff the Magic Dragon and he wears a dragon costume.
Yeah, Puff the Magic Dragon is a copyrighted song. So his name is Piff because it's not copyrighted.
But why do you need that name in the first place? Why do you got to be a Magic Dragon?
Because his act alone it doesn't stand on itself.
Oh!
Why does he take a dog on stage?
Why does anyone do anything?
What do you
I'm fucking blown away. My life. This is like the time you showed me that Brazilian deaf singer, and I broke my brain like 5 different ways because
she was mute.
The mute woman singing, and I was like
the transvestite,
the
mute,
trans
deaf
mute
singer.
deaf singer who's Brazilian.
Yeah.
So she's
on Brazilian Idol.
She was singing, and I was like, I thought it was a dub. I thought it was like several things removed from what it was, and then you were like, no, it's really real, and I was like,
yeah, I don't know.
My brain, I can't do it.
You have this is one of those things where you're like, you will see man-made horrors beyond your comprehension, where there's stuff you see that is just normal and it's beyond your comprehension.
I think my brain protects me from it.
I've been talking about this with other people, and I've been trying to explain it to people. By the way, I've comprehended every single man-made horror. I'm like, yeah, of course we got an AI that is going to replace your parents. Who cares? An AI, you just message your AI and tells you you love you. Everything is horrible. Nothing surprises me. I just suck it all in, and I'm like, yes, more,
dude.
But I think I've talked about this before. I think our brains. You know how. If you think about, for you specifically, you know how if you think about the ocean, you're like, it's really big. Don't think about that, and your brain like shuts it down. Or if you get some people who think about like how big space is.
Yeah.
Have you ever accidentally like broken through and really realized where your brain is like unlocked and you're like, oh shit, space is really big. Oh, and then your brain's like, nah, get back in here. It reels you back.
Sure, yeah.
Have you ever felt that where you're like,
all the time?
No,
I do that
back.
with death sometimes.
Yeah, with a lot of things, with a lot of concepts, people will take these things that are very uncomfortable, and a human brain is not supposed to like think about too hard because it's you're staring into it. It's super scary. I think a big one that no one sees is how stupid, like, not because everyone's stupid. Politicians are stupid. The average man. I'm saying how stupid everyone is. I think your brain does a really good job of like protecting you from like realizing how stupid doctors, how firemen, like people in charge of things are. It's just everyone in the line. And have you ever like tried to lift the veil from your eyes and see how stupid everyone else is?
This is what happened when I took that doctor's virginity.
You saw beyond the veil.
I saw beyond the veil.
You saw her as a human,
dude.
And you're like, oh no, this doctors are human, and then you can mess up.
As soon as I slid in, I was like, oh no, everything's different. Fuck. I was like, you're no better. You're just like me. Oh God, you're just like me if I read a bunch of books and took some tests. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad.
I like to think about. I like that uncomfortable feeling.
I think about it sometimes. I try to do that in times to make myself feel better. Like I'll, you date someone and they like do something that annoys you, or they do you see something gross and you just don't tell them, or whatever, and then I like to stop and think like, oh, everyone I've ever been with has like been grossed out by me or really annoyed by something weird I did or something, and they just didn't tell me.
I tell you all the time.
Or they just let it go. We're talking about people I care about. Or
I remember you got back from California, and then I'm already just stepping in wet substances. I'm like, yep, Shayne's back. There's a wet spot on the floor.
yeah, dude. I'm fucking wet around here.
Leaving mystery fluids around.
It's soda or salt water. It's one of the two.
I hope
things.
it's one of those two things. That was the best case scenario.
No, dude, I'm not.
It was like the floors were dry for the past week, and then within 15 minutes of you being home, there was just I stepped in with my socks in a wet spot in the hallway. I'm like, what the fuck?
Why are you walking around in your socks?
I had to put my shoes back on. I had to go back to shoe mode.
Oh my!
And people were like, well,
you
why
wear
are
your shoes inside, and you wonder why there's so much shit to step on in the house.
It's not because of me.
Yeah, your shoes track shit in, and then you walk around with them.
You contradict yourself. I never leave the house.
Oh, you do leave the house. You walk across the street.
So now I leave the house.
You walk across the street.
No, I leave the house the least amount. Everyone else tracks shit in.
I will say
I wipe my feet. I'm the autistic guy walking on the balls of his feet around here.
No.
And I'm very hyper conscious of what's on the floors.
No.
I'm stepping in stuff. I'm noticing things. I'm a noticer of things.
Dude, why don't you get house shoes?
These are my house shoes.
No, get shoes for only in the house, Japanese style.
All right, these are them now.
So you're never gonna go outside in those again.
Never again.
All right.
I'm gonna have a special outside only shoes.
You should. It's just inside sneakers instead of like
Mr. Rogers
something
style.
comfortable.
Mr. Rogers style. Right?
Slippers, moccasins.
These are comfortable.
Sandals.
I wouldn't wear a shoe that's uncomfortable.
I know, but you have to lace it up.
What's wrong? Am I like some kind of retard who needs Velcro?
If it's an indoor shoe, you can kick it off and put it back on real quick. You're not sprinting. You're indoors.
I've never understood people who don't tie their shoes. It used to make me insane.
If you're going outside, then yeah, tie your shoe. That's fucking crazy. But if you have a shoe for only being in the house, like how I have slippers for only in the house,
how long does tying your shoe take?
I don't know. Like it takes seconds, but then you have to slip it on. It takes like 2 minutes total to like get your shoes on, put them on right, tie them both.
Dude, I hate putting on pants because then I got to put on my belt. I got to loop my belt up.
That's true. I do. That's why I'm not wearing pants.
I hate taking a shower because then I got to dry myself off.
Absolutely true. It's why I take very few
That's
showers.
Why there's wet spots everywhere. You're just like, dude, I get too much, not enough time. I gotta go play games right now.
You reminded me. I'm gonna take a cool bath tonight.
A cool bath.
Well, it's a hot bath, but it's gonna be cool because I have a Civil War documentary to watch. I haven't seen yet.
A hot bath, but no, that's not cool. That's lame.
No, it's gonna
I'm
be
happy
awesome.
for you, but it's not cool.
No, it's awesome. Baths are good for you.
A cool bath would be like you got two women in bikinis sponge bathing you.
Why are they in bikinis? Why wouldn't they just be nude?
Well, that's not a bath. That's some weird sexual shit.
Oh fuck! Did you ever do the Mormon thing where you like take a shower with your swimsuit on?
No,
I did that with a girl once when I was really young. I don't know, man. She wanted to.
We were very young.
She was like, "Let's make out in the shower," because I think we were all at her friend's place, and I was like, "Oh my god, yeah!" And then she was like, "Okay, we gotta wear swimsuits though." And you're like 15, so you're like, "Yeah, man, fuck it, anything you want, as long as I get to make out."
Your problem was like, you said yes, and then you went and found a swimsuit. I would have been like, well, I usually swim in my underwear.
That's very nice. At the time, I wore boxers too, so my dick would have just fallen right out. But I was cool about it with her Mormon sensibilities. Dude, I did so many weird things for Mormon girls. A lot of dry humping. So much dry humping.
Guess what? A lot of Mormon guys do weird things for Mormon girls. They stay Mormon.
Dude, I think that Mormon girls
kids
are single-handedly keeping that religion. They're the glue that keeps it all together.
I think that's every religion.
No. I think Islam is an exception.
No, I think that's the women. being.
I don't think Islam is. I think
look,
Islam is
whoa,
held
whoa,
together by
no.
the glue of Allah, dude.
The way I listen to the liberal media and Vox talk about the hijab, women choose to put on the hijab.
I mean,
They
a lot
love-
of them do.
the
Yeah.
way the hijab is so empowering. Men don't have to look at me. That's a woman's choice.
Are you talking about a burqa or hijab?
I don't know what the
A
difference
burqa's
is.
the beekeeper suit. A hijab is the reasonable one where it's just like modesty.
Yeah, a hijab. That's like when the Prime Minister of New Zealand goes to the Middle East or whatever. She's like, I actually love wearing it.
Yeah, I know lots of people who like to wear
I
it.
know, and I'm saying they get to choose that. They love to wear that.
They do.
It's
Modesty-
empowering to women. You agree with me?
I agree.
Islam is controlled by women. Look into it.
I don't think Islam is controlled by women, but I think women play a giant role in Islam, of course.
I think most guys are religious for women.
Really?
72 virgins?
That's not, but that's like not a thing that motivates. That's like just like a rumor.
It's a part of it.
No.
Yeah.
That's like something that like what are they called? The fucking I can't remember what the super Wahhabis say. That's like not a real Islam is like the biggest religion in the world. Most Islamic people are just like Catholics. They're just regular ass like, yeah, I fucking believe in Allah. I want to go to heaven. This empowers me. And I think modesty is sexy and empowering. Nothing makes me crazier than
I bet you do like modesty swimsuit shower.
Dude, I do. I would prefer it. I think modesty is sexy.
So you agree with me?
I think being sexy is also sexy, but I think modesty is also, I think all of it is sexy.
Right.
I like whenever someone expresses themselves and is confident in their choices. Like if someone's like, yeah, I wear a hijab, I think it's empowering. I'm like, that's fucking hot to me that you have an opinion and you made a decision and you stuck with it and you're passionate. Just like how I think sluts are sexy for committing to their sluttiness. As long as you're committed to whatever your thing is. I don't like people who are all fucking wishy-washy. I don't like half-stepping. That's my thing.
Isn't that a dance?
It could be.
Isn't that a gangster dance?
That's like half-stepping is just like what you call it when someone's
Isn't that like sea
oh,
walking?
maybe, you know. See, you're not a half-stepper, Mac. You're an all the way. You're like, no, I'm a fucking Volcel, and then you fucking do that
I'm not an all the way. I'm whatever you are. I'm the exact polar opposite, 180 degrees. So I'm not. I'm all that way.
What's going to happen when, by the way, everyone, I'm no longer Catholic. It takes a year to convert. It's too much stuff. The barrier of entry is too high.
Yeah, you could never be religious.
It's right, because no, guess what?
What?
Islam, so easy to convert to. You don't even need to talk to a guy. It's a personal thing. You just do it yourself. I got to read the Quran again. I'm going to. How do I get one? I got to go find a Quran. If I walk around Manhattan long enough, someone will offer me a free one.
Yeah. So what are you gonna? What's in it? You're wishy-washy with your religious choices.
No, I haven't committed yet.
Yeah. Right.
This is a search for God. I'm on a search for God. You can't talk. You see, just because you had God thrust on you, and I'm over here getting to eat from the delights of Golden Corral God, I get to take a little bit of this, a little bit of this. I'll take some extra mashed potatoes. I'll have a little soft serve, even though I'm not done eating all my regular food. Mom gets all mad. But my appetite's not ruined. I go back. I get some seafood. I love the buffet.
What is the hole you're trying to fill in your heart that you need to fill with religion?
Dude, genuinely, for real, no joke, I don't believe in God, and I don't know that I ever will, but religion vastly appeals to me, especially religions like Catholicism and Islam, because one, they're like tangible. It's like a physical, like I can go here. I can see where the prophet was. I can see physical historical article. There's like the faith is there for you to touch and feel and see in a way. And then also
faith or the history?
Both. They're one and the same though. They are one and the same if you're into it. If you're into it, you know? And then also I like the structure. There's something incredibly fucking good about just, this is what I miss from being an open micer, where I was like, I know exactly what I need to do, exactly where I need to be, and I just go do it. like, okay, I want to make it in comedy, so I have to go to all of these open mics as much as humanly possible. I have to write constantly. I have to be friends with these people, and I know exactly what I'm supposed to do. And like, I wake up every day and everything is laid out for me, and I know all of my energy is getting focused towards this point.
This is where a lot of people would be like, you know what you'd be good for you? The military, which is a hack answer. That's I think, it'd be really good for you because you're getting some of it from surfing.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's not. See, surfing is just like it is that spiritual and like physical, but there is something up here. It's a dumb man's nirvana. And you got a couple brain cells, so you're still thinking. Your brain is still thinking while you're out on the surfboard.
Yeah.
I think you need to become a Buddhist monk, and you need to go out up into you need to go high into the mountains where the air is thin and you're not getting enough of oxygen in your brain, and you're just sitting there thinking like, all right, I'm gonna think as less. I'm gonna try and think as little as possible until I get high on my own supply. And I think that's what would be best for what you're trying to fill. Not best for you, but what you're searching for right now is that bullshit Buddhist thing.
I don't know that it's that.
And I say bullshit from my perspective, where I'm like, I could never do it because my brain's constantly like thinking, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna stop the gears in my brain from thinking about stuff.
I mean, I've talked about it on the podcast before. I did that retreat where I didn't talk for like over a week.
Yeah, how was that?
It's fine.
You didn't go long enough.
Meditation is fine. I think that this is the second part of religion that I like, besides like the rituals and like kind of the beauty and the history and all that stuff.
You like other people getting caught up in the scam with you, and we're like, we're all doing it, right? Ooh.
No, I like when I like the parts, and a lot of people are like, Shayne, what about the homophobia and the fucking conquering and all that stuff? But that's all like man-made. I'm talking about if you take religion and you want it to be positive, you go, okay, I have answers to every fucking question that arises for me. I like that. I like waking up in the morning and I open my Instagram and I go, oh, girl in a bikini, block. I don't look at that shit. That's not what I'm about. Do you watch porn? No, it's not haram. Do you have sex out of wedlock? No. Do you date this type of girl? I only date one type of girl. Do you do this? No, I only do this.
You know
what do you do on Fridays? I pray. Like you have answers to everything, and as long as it's not hurting anyone, it's the Einstein only having one suit. That's what it is.
No, it's the opening up your mind is scary, and if you have answers for everything, you don't have to think about anything. You don't have to think about how scary and pointless the universe is. And all the answers are in this tiny little book that was written 1,000 years ago that we don't change. All the rules are here that have been unchanged and are safe 1,000 years ago, 10,000 years ago, whatever. And don't think about how stupid everyone is. Don't think about that doctors are people, astronauts are people, that world leaders are just people. Don't think about AI or computers as scary numbers or anything. Just, I feel safe in this little... No, I don't have to think about it.
I don't think it's about safety. I just think it's about clarity of purpose and fulfillment.
I'm thinking about how big the universe is right now. Ooh, it's scary. Ooh, we're all going to die. And
but what do you gain by thinking about it?
I don't know. I think my wires are just crossed where I kind of like it. I like it getting scared.
Yeah.
It is.
I think that religion is scary. I think being like, fuck, hell is real. Ugh.
No, that's not scary in the way where it's thinking about how I don't know. There's no answers, and I just don't know, and I'm going to die, and they might have an answer 5,000 years after I'm dead, but we don't know now.
You're describing religion.
No, God's like, we'll tell you later.
But you're like, I don't know, so I'm betting on this. Like I'm betting on my feelings. I'm betting on my faith.
I'm not betting. I'm opting out. I'm like, see you guys. I'm taking my money.
That's a bet.
I'm taking my money and leaving the casino.
That's still a play.
What you're doing is you're like, this casino sucked and that last casino sucked, but I like this new casino.
So what if I keep winning?
I don't think you're winning.
I think I might be.
All right. Anyways, I would love to see your comedy tour through the Middle East.
Dude.
You can go hang out with Andrew Tate and Hezbollah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Two
icons.
That would solve your taking photos with fans after a show. Because Hezbollah doesn't take photos
That's
with
right.
women.
I would no longer. I would
Just
be
like,
not about
sorry,
it.
I can't take photos with women. It's against my religion. And they're like, what? Oh, I hate women. I'm a woman and I hate Islam.
Oh my god, dude. In any case, I don't know. I think religion is beautiful. I think being connected to people and ritual and prayer is helpful and beautiful and good. And I think if you approach religion with an open mind and you're not a cunt about it,
I am a cunt.
It's like
Fuck it.
it's so good.
Turn your back on all of it. Rely only on yourself.
Oh no, I mean you could do that. I don't think that's cunty to do. I think it's cunty to be like, I believe in Allah's the one true God and the prophet is his messenger, peace be upon him. And then you go, and by the way, I hate gay people and I'm gonna like actively use my time and energy to stop them. It's like, who gives a fuck? That's would be being cunty. But like,
oh, you mean following the religion to its T?
no, that's not the T. No, come on, man.
No, 95% of our religion is wrong. We're the 5% that are right about.
Where in the Quran does it say to attack gay people?
Yeah, you're part of the five. You're the enlightened 5%. That no, we know more about Islam.
Oh, you have no idea. Look at you.
Yeah, I bet Islam loves gay people.
I don't think Islam loves.
I
gay
bet they
people.
love them.
I don't think Islam loves. Actually, no. I think Islam does love gay people because they love all men because they're creations of Allah.
Yeah, I bet. Go be gay in Iran. See what happens.
That's different. Being gay in Iran. Go be gay in fucking Palestine, Texas, or whatever.
I was gonna say, go be gay in Palestine. They probably don't like you there either.
No, that's a cultural thing.
It is a cultural thing. An Islamic culture thing.
Well, that would be like go be gay and try and live in the Vatican.
Yeah, that's another bad religion. I'm anti these things.
What about just go be gay and just exist in Somalia?
I don't. At least there's not a religion hunting after you. That's just a culture of people.
What do you mean? It's all culture.
So,
Go be gay in Russia.
I will.
All right. It doesn't work great. Go be gay in Estonia.
Oh, you're naming all these places where they have a heavy religious like ideas.
Yeah, it's just because it's just cultural. But we have heavy religious ideas here. But just because
I don't think we do.
We really
I
do.
think America's pretty lazy about it.
Okay.
I think
Says the guy who grew up in Utah.
Oh, the one spot in the one
yeah,
state.
you're right. That's the only place where there's lots of religion in America.
Name another state that has a 50% majority religious.
Georgia.
You say Georgia has a majority
Texas.
of one religion. One religion has a monopoly on the state.
Yeah.
All right. I disagree, but
it's just Christianity.
Now we're just disagreeing. Oh yeah, I like that Christianity.
Mormons aren't Christians, so you're all frustrated about it.
I know, it's very funny. It's whenever we try to join. Hey guys, can we come hang out with you? No, you're different from us.
Yeah, because Jesus in the New Testament goes, "Hey, I'm not going to write anything else, and if someone writes something else, they're evil and it's not real." He literally lays it out in the New Testament, and then Mormons were like, "He was kidding when he said that. Here's our new book," and it worked. Yeah, it's really funny.
It does work.
Yeah, but still, so you can see why other Christians would be like, "You're not Christian. You believe in a third weird thing."
Oh, anyways, I think religion is bad.
I agree that religion has been kind of I think I don't know about the net positive or net negative, but it has been bad a lot of times. I think that religion's not to blame. I think it's culture.
Oh, no.
I think it's people's nature.
Sure.
Rome wasn't motivated by religion. The Huns weren't motivated by religion.
I like both those people. Both those groups didn't do anything wrong.
Thank you. Yeah, I agree with you. They were cool and good.
I think you're scared.
The Qing dynasty wasn't motivated by religion. Like, there's tons of people who've conquered all kinds of shit that were just like doing it freestyle.
Go be religious.
Yeah, I might. You're gonna be so jealous.
I'm not.
You will be.
I absolutely won't be.
Dude.
I don't care.
No, you're gonna get all mad because I'm not gonna do it perfectly, and you'll be like, "Why are you even doing it if you're not doing it perfectly?"
Why aren't you?
Because that's not being perfect. Isn't the reason you do it?
Sorry, me and Jesus can hang out, and everyone else is trying. Yeah,
you hang out with Jesus in your room.
Me and Jesus are the only perfect guys.
Jesus wasn't perfect.
Yes, he was.
No, he got angry.
He had a perfect anger. Jesus was perfect. That's why he was Jesus. You don't
No.
even know what you're talking about when it comes to
Jesus
religion.
wasn't perfect.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't. He was a prophet of God, but he wasn't the prophet.
Oh, you're going off the Jewish and Islamic. No,
If
Jesus.
Jesus was perfect, why did he get mad in the temple when the money changers were there?
Because they were changing money at the temple.
Yeah, but he couldn't get. Why is he getting
Why-
mad? That's not
whoa,
what
whoa,
a perfect
whoa.
guy does. He lost
Yes.
control of his emotions.
Being mad does not mean you're not perfect. Sometimes you got to get mad.
I'm perfect then.
Sure.
Then now there's 3 perfect guys. It's me, you, and Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus was perfect. That's why he's Jesus.
Okay, okay,
What are
fine.
you talking about?
Dude, Muhammad's so much cooler than Jesus. How
Yeah.
many battles did Jesus win?
You know what? Jesus never did have sex with a 6-year-old girl.
Oh, yeah.
He
Yeah,
is.
you gotta do
and,
that one.
And you know what? Jesus is pretty. Jesus, you're allowed to draw Jesus, which is he's too chill about that.
I agree. I agree. People keep drawing him in all kinds of weird and gay ways. Why is Jesus a twink?
What do you mean, twink?
Dude, he's always just like fucking all skinny and cut up.
Not the Jesus I'm familiar with.
Yeah, which is
You're
are you talking about Korean Jesus or
You're talking about like Roman Catholic Jesus. I'm talking about Mormon white Jesus. He's broad shoulders. Black Jesus. I've never seen twink black Jesus. Islam like Arab Jesus. Arab Jesus always is like just a guy. Every Jesus I'm familiar with is a man's man. All the Jesus is you. Because you come from Jewish Jesus. You're like, oh,
There's no Jewish Jesus.
excuse me, sir.
Jewish Jesus is Moses.
Okay.
Yeah. And Moses is like
Moses is
old.
also a man.
Yeah, he's
Charlton
pretty
Heston.
manly. Yeah. I think in my mind Moses looked like who plays the Green Goblin?
What is his name? Willem Dafoe?
Yeah, I think Moses looked like Willem Dafoe.
Probably.
That's what I think.
Anyways, I can't wait to see you. I don't know what this bit you're doing is.
It's not a bit.
I know.
I'm trying to find God. It could work. It could not work. I'm just interested. What?
I feel like it's a bit. I don't feel like you're really committed.
What? I've been to church a couple times.
Which church?
What do you mean?
Which church? Like recently?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was all right.
Did you wear your jeans and your button-up shirt? Did you show up like your first day at court or whatever?
No, I wore nice-ish clothes.
Oh. You don't want to talk about it?
No, I just went and asked him about. I just went and saw. Firstly, I went to a Latin mass the other day, and then I fucking and that was awesome and like moving and really beautiful. And then I went to like a Wednesday thing to talk about like how converts work in Catholicism and stuff, and just like discuss it with them over the process.
Like,
It's different if you've been baptized. I've been baptized, but I don't know if it counts. I guess it does count no matter what. Like if you were a kid and you got baptized, it doesn't matter who did it. Like it counts. So if you've been baptized and you're already a Christian, becoming Catholic is like much easier. But still, I was like, I don't know if I want to do this core. I'm like curious to learn. I don't know. I'm just curious about all
They're
of it.
like, yeah, we'll take your money. You say you're baptized? Well, sure. Come right in. We love new members.
I went to Mormon church with one of my friends.
They love
last
new
Sunday.
members too.
Yeah, I know they do. But I've been to Mormon church like a bajillion times.
No, it's kind of boring.
Yeah, it really is. It's not as like, it's kind of just like more, you gotta be a part of that community to even find it even remotely interesting. Whereas Catholics are like, we're gonna put on a little play every time.
I see you. Here's what I think you should do. Because you like hardcore music. You like all that. Why don't you join hardcore church?
That is a real thing.
Step the fuck up for Jesus.
That's a real thing. Yeah, step the fuck up. Open this pit up for God. Reach out and fucking touch someone with the Lord's love. Yeah, dude. I mean, Sleeping Giant, one of my favorite bands, that's their whole thing.
Hardcore.
They're just like kill each other for Jesus. And people are like, you got it, bud. Well, we'll fucking go crazy right now.
Is that when you truly feel closer to God?
I think, yeah.
There you go.
That's like the whirling dervish. It's like the music. I think that it's my favorite way to describe what a religious experience is to people. Like when you go to live music and the music is like, you can almost like feel it inside of you and you feel like connected to all these people and completely overwhelmed with emotion and just like, you're almost it just like washes over you. It's this complete feeling of connectivity and
So-
like it's a religious experience.
So I remember growing up as a kid and them describing the spirit and how it like makes your heart burn
Yes.
and how you feel like this just overwhelming thing.
Like you almost need to cry.
Yeah, and I never felt it. I saw other people talking about feeling it when they would like give talks or prayers, and then I would kind of feel it when we were singing hymns. And then I was like watching like Lord of the Rings, and I'm like, oh wait, this movie also this is the song also, the credits for the Hobbit old song also kind of makes you feel that. So I guess this is just as true as these hymns. And then it's just like, yeah, I guess Back to the Future soundtrack does hit the same things as my heart. So whatever. I guess God talks to us through any mysterious way. Like, just do whatever you feel makes you feel good.
I don't think the music feeling is the religious experience,
No, I
but
think
it's
that's
very close.
I think that's the easiest brain hack.
Yeah. But I have had a religious experience several times, and they are like, life changing. There's like a difference between who you are before and after it happens, and it's like I don't know what it is.
By the way, I met Mormon Jesus once, and he told me being Mormon is the only true.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you on acid?
Maybe.
That's so cool. It'd be sick if Mormon Jesus was like, hey, this one's okay. Acid, my man. He just like dabs you up like, welcome, brother. Like, what the fuck is going on? And you're like, yo, Mormonism's real. And he goes, yeah, why aren't more of you doing acid?
That's the theory. Some people think that when Joseph was
he was eating the bread.
he was eating mushrooms in the garden when the angels approached and like
in New York here.
Yeah. He was out in the forest praying and maybe eating mushrooms, and then angels were like, "Yo, we got a third new book. Disregard what we said in the Bible."
Disregard. He's all, oh! And then that's
like
like,
Joe Rogan.
what's the main new thing about this new book? And they're like, you want to fuck more than one lady? And Joseph Smith is like, oh fuck, dude, he must have been super hot and really good at talking.
Yeah, it was tall.
Was he?
It was like a tall white guy back in the day.
Joseph Smith also fucked kids.
No, not like Muhammad.
Okay. Really?
What age?
What's the proof that Muhammad had sex with a 6-year-old?
I think they say it. I think he brags about it. He's
No,
like,
he doesn't.
I married a 6-year-old. It's very common knowledge.
But marrying someone young was incredibly common for like medieval times. You don't consummate the marriage. It just means they're promised to you when you marry them.
I'm just saying facts.
Okay. I don't know. I have no idea. Obviously, I wasn't there, but Joseph Smith had sex with like an 11-year-old, didn't he?
Well, it was cool back in the day. I'm just using your...
No, because mine is he didn't have sex, so it was fine. Yours is he did have sex, so it's fine.
You're saying Muhammad didn't.
I'm saying he did not fuck that person. No.
Mm-hmm. He just had a 6-year-old. According to Islamic tradition, Aisha was 6 or 7 years old when she was married off by her father to Muhammad.
Sure.
In the year 678. Third and youngest wife. There's a whole Wikipedia on it. It's a part of their. It's a big thing.
Yeah, just because you marry someone doesn't mean you're fucking them.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, I'm in the year 600 and I'm not. I'm not fucking my wife.
Okay.
My child bride.
Sure. Now you're deflecting because your guy fucked kids too.
He's not my guy. I'm none of these guys.
No, you're fucking defending Joseph
I'm
Smith
not
because you said
religious.
no.
They're
Why
both-
did you deny it for any amount of time then?
How about this? I think a lot of people who say they talk to God are bad. That's the takeaway from any of this.
I'm not going to stand here and let you insult the prophet who may or may not be a guy that I'm into.
I'll let you. I don't care who you insult.
Dude, get fucked.
Why? How do I know more about Islam than you?
You don't.
I think I do.
No, you don't.
You're like, Muhammad had a what? I've never heard about this.
I did not say that. I said he didn't have sex with her.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, this Wikipedia. Her age has become a source of ideological friction in modern times. I bet. That's a very nice way of putting that. Oh.
What?
I'm just reading.
You knowingly said, "Oh,
I'm reading.
Okay."
I'm reading all about Muhammad's 6-year-old wife. Damn. you're Islamic, thanks for listening to the pod.
Yeah, I'm with you, dude. This motherfucker over here doesn't get it.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I bet you don't.
I don't.
Fucking Joseph Smith out here.
I don't care
Up to
about him
all
either.
Kinds of wild. Actually, Joseph Smith, crazy enough, was the good one. All his cronies were evil, though.
Sure.
With the exception of Porter Rockwell, who wasn't even Mormon, but was very cool.
Sure.
I mean, that's what I say anyway.
I think you're gonna end up in Scientology.
Yeah?
Something.
I don't think I'd be a Scientologist. Any religion that wants me to spend money, I'm like, nah, dude.
Oh, well, guess they're all gone. You
No.
can't be any of them.
Not like Scientology. In Islam, you could be like, oh, I have to pay tithing. Okay, I get why. In Scientology, they're like, hey, we want to help you, but you got to give us money before we'll help you.
No.
And their idea is that they're going to help you by like actually doing a task which is going to make your soul safer and more at peace, right?
You know what? Out of every religion that asks for tithing, Scientology seems to be the only one with proven results.
That is fair. Well,
They're the
not
one-
proven results, but they are doing a thing.
They're
They're
like-
like, give us money and we will purge the evil spirits
No, I'm
out
saying
of your
we
body.
will make you famous. And I'm like, yes.
I don't think that that's their
I
thing.
think that's part of the things when you get higher up.
When you get higher up?
Yeah.
Yeah, but how are you going to have the money to get that high if you're not already famous? This is like when people are like, Shayne, you should go on Netflix. And it's like, yeah, Netflix won't give you a special unless you're already famous.
This is like tithing. If you grew up religious, you would know that God gives you everything. And he only asks for a little bit back. And if you give a little bit back, he gives you even more back.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, but God is different from the machine that drives the thetans from your body.
is it?
I think so.
It's very-
I think those are two different concepts in practice and in morally.
I know. It's so funny watching you be like, this religion is obviously every week you pick a new one and be like, this one obviously hasn't figured it out. And then these other ones, you'd be crazy to even think about that.
That's not what I'm doing at all.
Sure.
What? I said that Catholicism has beautiful things and wonderful things about it. I said the reason I'm not interested is because it takes too long to convert.
You're lazy.
I am.
Juice is worth the squeeze.
It might
You
be.
should pick the one that's the longest. Again, Buddhism. No one ever reaches nirvana.
It's true.
That's the perfect scam. Just keep thinking. Have you reached nirvana? I don't know. Nope, you haven't done it yet.
I think a lot of people become enlightened, supposedly.
I bet they do.
See, look at you. You could never be enlightened, so you're a naysayer.
I'm enlightened right now.
Dude, you're too anti-religion pilled from having kids be more popular in the Mormon community than you when they're sucking and fucking, and you're out here following the rules.
No, I just read one Richard Dawkins book, and I'm like, yeah, this is all bullshit.
I really did also do that. I was like, I'm out.
Oh yeah, this guy makes a lot of sense.
Oh fuck,
This fucking
dude.
dork.
I used to be so stressed out that Mormonism was real and I wasn't doing it.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, when I was a kid, when I was really young, I got really stressed out. When I was like 13, I can't remember what book I read that made me feel better. I was like, oh, good, okay, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah, you should read that book again.
What? About how Mormonism specifically is bad? Because the book was written that Christianity is good, but Mormonism is bad.
Read that, but then apply it to everything.
Okay. Most of it was just like, Mormonism isn't real because historical reasons. And you're like,
Anyways.
oh, okay.
I think if you have a surfing hardcore church,
Hit me up.
hit up Shayne.
Hit me up. I'm curious. Listen, I can't believe how much of a naysayer you are. My heart is open. I'm curious about religion. I want to have religious experiences, and I want my life to have focus and fulfillment. And I'm out here being open to all options. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but it could happen. And you're out here naysaying.
Yeah.
Just fucking
I am
shitting
naysaying.
all over my journey. I would support you.
I'm not your journey. Just the idea, the concept in general.
I don't like your concept in general. What now?
Neither do I.
Okay. Well, then we're in agreement, and I like that. How's Zelda?
We'll talk about it on the Patreon.
Okay. Where are we at on this
That's
one?
the hour.
Oh, we done?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Mac out here just trying to kill my religious dreams. It's okay, though. We'll see what happens.
We will.
We'll see what happens. I'm gonna go to church some more, and I'm also gonna go talk to some more Islamic people.
I can't wait. I can't wait to die, and then nothing will happen.
Dude, I can't.
I'm gonna be so happy
dude.
after I die and not existing.
What happens when you die in Scientology?
I forgot. We'll look into that. Thank you for listening to this episode. Like I said, if you have any religious leads for Shayne, email us at cowboyboyspodcast@gmail.com. Go to cowboyboys.rodeo for more of our links. Our Patreon at patreon.com/cowboyboys for more of this. T-shirts at cowboyboys.store. Click all the links. Click thumbs up. Subscribe to our YouTube. Write us reviews. Do everything. Interact. And we'll see you later. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.